Welcome to the next podcast. We're with Paul Houghton here, and we're talking about Finance Communitas and FinTechLinker's partnership. Hello, Paul. How are you?
I'm well, Tim. Thanks. How are you?
Well, fine, thank
Good.
you.
Well, thanks for
Paul,
letting me join you.
Thank you so much. Paul, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and your experience?
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, I absolutely can do. There'll be a lot of people that recognise me here on the podcast, Tim. I've been in the CPM EPM space now for a few decades, actually, ranging from the BI and analytics through data warehousing, and of course then all the way through to the EPM and all the different aspects of that. So I'm really excited to be able to use this experience to assist businesses, really. And as they look to move from spreadsheets potentially or from the current vendor and consider alternatives.
Thank you so much. Could you tell us about the Finance Communitas Advisory?
Yeah, of course. So the really exciting thing about it is Finance Communitas and the FinTechLinker are really excited. The two of us are coming together to be able to launch the global FP&A and consolidation product advisory service. And that service is going to include things like comprehensive market analysis, customized vendor shortlisting, facilitated evaluation and selections, and where appropriate, implementation oversights. On the back of that, we really feel strongly that we're going to be able to guarantee a seamless transition and the effective adoption of a new chosen EPM solution, if that's appropriate.
Thank you. So why the partnership?
That's a really good question. I think it comes back down to that we've had so many similar experiences over the years, Tim, with the likes of using technologies like Hyperion and Anaplan, these first and second generation solutions that were available over the years. You know, you've mentioned on the financial close and consolidation side of things, whereas we focused far more on the FP&A side and how that extended across the business into business partnering and other departments like HR from an headcount planning point of view and supply chain for supply chain planning. So the overlaps and synergies were very clear from that point of view. And then with your WhatsApp community reaching 70,000 odd people now, and our community reaching over 30,000, it was a really obvious partnership. The synergies were very clear to us.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So which geographic areas will you be covering?
That's a really good question to start off with. We're going to be focusing on largely UK and Ireland, the Nordics and Benelux, and the Middle East. The Middle East we see as being a really strong area. I know, Tim, you're spending quite a lot of time out there in the next month or so, and certainly we see a huge growth area, as well as the adoption and the consideration of moving from on-premises type solutions to the cloud and what that looks like. So we're really excited by that.
Thank you. So why would someone ask for your assistance?
That's a good question. So one of the advantages of partnering with Finance Communitas and the FinTechLinker is our extensive market know-how and deep understanding of the vendors and their partners, so the full Oak ecosystem. So if an organisation is struggling to find an EPM solution to fit their needs, and specifically within the Office of Finance, they can speak to us for independent, cost-effective guidance that's tailored to meet those unique requirements of any given business. So I think it's that understanding of that whole landscape and what that looks like. So I think that will be really helpful.
Okay. And what type of businesses do you anticipate you'll appeal to?
Good question. So whilst we can deal with businesses of any size, I think the larger enterprises will really want to engage with an SI. As they see them as being able to underwrite their risk as much as anything else. And that's completely fair enough. We accept that. Their engagement is likely to be far lengthier. It's probably going to be 3 to 6 months in terms of tenure. And of course, they're looking to be fairly sticky. They want to get the foot in the door, and they want to be able to do a complete finance transformation program if that's appropriate as well. We're not. We're more likely to engage with a small to medium-sized business who probably don't want an enterprise solution, and they don't want a lengthy engagement with anybody, especially around the implementation side of things. So we're working with businesses today, and our typical engagement is anything between 2 and 5 days. It's very much templated, so we'll be advising on perhaps shortlisting a list of maybe 3 vendors, including in that process. But perhaps there's be people in there that you may not have considered before. That, organisations that are strong in a particular geography that are coming to the UK, for example, and then want to be able to. They may have a very strong offering, but just not known over here. So I guess the key words to remember and to consider here will be independence and cost efficient. It really should be. You should be able to come to us for a really strong independent view, and it should come at a price that you think that made sensible use of my money.
Thank you. So do you have any webinars or events planned for the future?
We do, actually. Thanks. That's a great question, Tim. Thank you. We do. We've got a series of 6 webinars coming up in the very near future. Actually, I think there's one the middle of May, going right the way through to the middle of July, and that they range from economic volatility, finance transformation, AI, inaccurate forecasting, cybersecurity, and of course ESG as well. If you do manage to attend any one of those, any or all of those, you're going to gain real valuable insights and strategies to how to deal with these kind of solutions. We're going to feature a gentleman called Richard Morris, who I've worked with in his days at KPMG. He's a really knowledgeable and an engaging character. So we're very excited about that. And the links we'll make available to you at the end of this this podcast as well, and you can also see these via our website and via Eventbrite as well, using that as a medium. So if you look at that and see one of the webinars that you think might be appropriate, you'll see the others that are listed there, and you can register.
Okay. Thank you so much, Paul, today, and looking forward to working with you.
Super. Thanks very much indeed, Tim. Thanks for the opportunity today. It's really appreciated, and very much looking forward to working with you in the coming weeks, months, and going through the years.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Tim.
Bye.